In this video, I am going to construct a T-clip. Notice that I have the sheet layout already opened up, and I go to the rectangle tool, relative input using the @ sign. The X is 6.5, comma 4. As always, a lot of times I like to start out with a rectangle. So I'm going to go to line, and I'm going to construct some little snapping points here. So I'll start at the bottom. Just draw a random length line. I'm going to copy these snapping points over from the dimensions on the drawing. I got 1.75 as the first one. The next one would be 2.75. I'll just keep going along here and construct these snap points. Now I'm going to do a little math here. I have 1 inch gap in the middle of that T-clip, so I'm going to go 3.75. and then the final one's going to be 4.75. So I made all of these little snapping points along this x-axis at the bottom. Now I'll do it at the top too. I'm going to do a line all the way across here, snap the whole length of this part, and then I'm going to move that line down to a distance of 1 inch. That'll give me my snap points in the corners here. So if you notice, here's what I could do. I could draw a line. I could snap from here to here. That gives me my T-clip, the lines that are on the angle, and I can do the right side here as well. So that is the outline of the T-clip. Now all I need to do is finish constructing inside of here. So I could do that by copying this line down another inch and finish constructing from these points. I'll snap to that point there. Notice I'm going to draw my line. I'll just go a little bit longer than what I need. Snap here, go a little bit longer than what I need. Now, we need some vertical lines in this area here. So they're dimensioned from the left side, so I'll just go ahead and draw a line in here. And then I'll move that line off of that left side to the distance of 1.5. And then I'll go to copy. I'll copy this particular line over 3.5 inches. And that's the interior of the T-clip. Now, I'm going to be ready to trim this all up. So go to the trim tool and select everything. And you'll have to go through and do a lot of trimming here. A lot of clicking since I have a fair amount of lines here. Just go through and clean this all up. Trim that out. Now these lines here we could just delete. Select them and delete them. Alright, so that's the T-clip. That's the geometric construction of it. Now what I want to do is I want to center this object within my border. Now I trimmed this corner out. So what I'm going to show you to do is if that ever happens, just go ahead and put it in again. Just draw a line here, draw a line here to give yourself a corner point to snap to for that guideline, that diagonal guideline. So I'm going to snap from corner to corner, come over to my border or my sheet layout, get my guideline in there, go to move, grab a hold of that midpoint. That's critical. Midpoint to midpoint object snap. And that centers up the T-clip within the border. So go ahead and delete these guidelines that we just put in. And we're good to go. The next thing I want to do is apply my dimensions. I'm going to go to linear dimension. And let's put in, we could start in the linear dimension, start here, snap from corner to corner, and just work our way around, snap from here to here, line up these arrowheads, do an overall from this point to this point, and make sure that that 6.5 is up on top of all these intermediate dimensions. You always want your overall up on top. You don't want to cross these dimension lines. Okay, another linear dimension would be over here. We could put this over outside here. Put one inside of here. left side. Let's dimension this here. Now let's do an overall height, 4 inches. Let's do the bottom here. We got snap from this point to this point, and that should be our 1.75. Let's snap from this point to this point. Should be our 2.75. Now that snapped a little bit too close. I don't like it that close. Move it down a little bit. Let's snap our next one from here to here, which is our 4.75. So the goal is to have as many dimensions as you need to have somebody build this part. So you always want to make sure you have overall length, overall height, and then all the intermediate dimensions. One last thing we got to do, as always, we got to update our title block text. So I will call this the T clip. Make sure we're all caps. Change this fig number to CH1, chapter 1 dash, this is drawing number 3 exercise. Our scale, move that over a little bit. It's still going to be 1 inch equals 1 inch. Change your date and then change your period. Whatever period you're in, that's what you put. PD, whatever period, 1, 2, 5. That's the T-clip. Thanks for watching.